Welcome to the Anniston Riekstins Show. This space is created for the woman coming home to her voice, her power, her way. For the woman remembering who she really is, beneath the noise, beneath the roles, beneath the world's expectations. I'm Anniston, transformational guide, spiritual teacher, best-selling author, and creator, here to walk beside you, to share stories, wisdom, and energy that guide you back home. Here, we lead from the inside out. We create from overflow, not hustle. We rise not by becoming someone else, but by remembering who we've always been. This isn't just a podcast. It's a homecoming. So let's dive in. Hey, love, I'm Anniston Riekstins, and welcome to the very first episode of the Anniston Riekstins Show. This is a space for the woman who has done the healing work, has big dreams, and is ready to finally live from the inside out. No more performing, no more people-pleasing, no more pretending. Just your truth, your power, your frequency, and a lot of purpose. So before we dive in, I want to share a little more about me because I do believe that context matters. I am a wife and a mother to two beautiful, soulful children who inspire me every single day. I've been co-hosting the Empowered Life podcast for over 4 years with my incredible husband and business partner, Rudy Riekstins. We have shared hundreds of conversations on healing, purpose, mindset, conscious leadership, and it's been one of the greatest honors of my life. I'm also a master numerologist, a spiritual teacher, and a mentor, and the author of the #1 book, The Universe is Hiring. My life's work is guiding women home to who they really are, helping them activate their soul's blueprint, embody their feminine power, and lead with purpose. But beyond the titles and the work, I'm a seeker. I am obsessed with metaphysics and music and energy and embodiment, nature, deep sisterhood, and anything that brings us back to our truth. I don't believe in performing for your power. I believe in remembering it. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, you'll see I'm seated in a cozy corner of my office in my favorite chair, the one that lets me sit with, as my kids say, crisscross applesauce, barefoot, totally comfortable, because I want these conversations to feel real. Like you're sitting right here next to me, cup of tea in hand, walls down, and your heart wide open. We're not doing surface talk here. We're having honest, raw, soul-level conversations about what it really means to live a fully expressed, purposeful life. So get comfortable and let's drop in. Today, we're starting exactly where your transformation begins, with your frequency. Because everything that you're calling in is not a result of how hard you hustle. It's a reflection of who you're being. So let's talk about this word frequency, because I know it can sound abstract and hard to conceptualize, but the simplified explanation is your frequency is your vibe. It's the energy underneath your thoughts, your emotions, your words, and your actions. It's what you radiate, whether you're aware of it or not. You do not manifest what you want. Unfortunately, you manifest what you are. And I'm not saying that to sound woo. I'm saying it because I've lived it. I learned it the hard way. I want to take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. It was in my early 20s. I was in a traveling sales position in the cruise industry. Now, from the outside, things looked really great, but inside, I was struggling. I had a mountain of self-doubt and all these fears of failing. I was constantly in my head. I was pushing and trying and second-guessing every single move I was making. And I kept thinking, if I just work harder, if I just do more, but the results weren't coming. And it's because my energy was all off. I didn't believe in myself. I wasn't in alignment with what I was selling. And people could feel that, even if they didn't consciously know it. But then something really wild happened. My boss called me and asked if I would take over one of the most underperforming, challenging regions in the company. The clients were negative. The team was super burned out. And honestly, it felt like a punishment. It felt like I was being punished with this assignment. But then he said something I'll never forget. He said, Anniston, I don't care if you hit your sales targets. I want you to focus on shifting the energy. Just bring some positivity back to this team, back to our clients. And that flipped something in me because it gave me permission to stop obsessing over the numbers, to stop trying to prove myself. And I just got to focus on being one thing, and that's being joy, bringing light, having fun again, connecting with people, laughing, listening, loving what I was doing. And the craziest thing happened. I started magnetizing clients, clients who actually wanted what I was offering, clients who trusted me. And without even trying, I blew past all of my sales targets. That region became one of the top performing in the company. And that experience catapulted my career. And it wasn't because I was working hard or chasing, but more importantly, it taught me something that I'll never forget. It's that who you're being is always more important than what you're doing. So many women I've mentored are stuck in doing mode, trying to follow all the strategies, downloading the templates, overthinking, overanalyzing every move. But if your frequency is off, if you're rooted in fear and doubt and scarcity or control, then none of it is going to land. So here's the truth. You don't need to force your way into alignment. You need to feel your way into it. That means checking in with how you feel before you send the email. It means recalibrating your energy to joy before the sales pitch or the big meeting that you have that day. It means getting honest about the energy behind your decisions. What is it really? Is it fear? Is it scarcity? Or is it joy and inspiration and fun? Because frequency isn't faking it. It's not bypassing. It's becoming the version of you who already has what she desires and then moving from that place. Let me leave you with a few questions to really sit with. And I don't mean just jot them in a notebook and move on. I mean, take a deep breath with each one. Feel them in your body. Let this question work through you because here's the thing. Your answers are going to tell you everything about where your frequency is and where it wants to go. So here's the first question for you. Who are you being when no one's watching? When the camera is off, when there's no one to impress, do you still treat yourself with respect and love and devotion? Are you rooted in self-trust or are you spiraling and second guessing? Your frequency isn't what you post online. It's who you are in the quiet, hidden moments. That's what the universe responds to. Here's another question for you. Are your actions matching the frequency of the life that you say you want? You say you want ease, but are you operating from stress? You say you want deep, soul-aligned clients, but are you chasing or proving to be worthy of them? This isn't about perfection. It's about alignment, true alignment. Does your energy match the outcome you're calling in? Next question. What would change if you trusted that your energy was your strategy? Let that land for just a second. When I made this shift, it shifted everything. If you actually trusted that your energetic state, your joy, your truth, your presence was more powerful than any funnel email or perfect pitch or website, what would you stop doing? And what would you start embodying instead? Here's another question. What does it feel like to embody success, magnetism, and power before it ever shows up in your reality? This is the big one because we've been taught that feeling good comes after we achieve. But the truth is, you become magnetic when you stop waiting and start living like it's already true. Not in a fake it till you make it way, but in a my soul already knows kind of way. These questions aren't just journal prompts for you. They're portals or bridges back to your most authentic, powerful self. And the more you ask them, the more you start shifting who you are being. Now, I want to keep it real with you. This whole frequency first thing isn't just a cute spiritual idea that you write on a Post-it note and put on your laptop. It's a daily choice, and I don't always get it right, but I do have practices that help me realign when I feel out of alignment. So here are a few things that actually work for me when I want to reset and embody the energy that I want to lead my day with. The first thing is morning alignment. And this is so important, ladies. Before I check in on anything, I drop in, I connect to source, I breathe into my heart and my lower belly womb space, and I set an intention for the energy that I want to carry that day. Some days it's clarity, some days it's softness, some days it's I don't chase, I attract. Another one of my favorite frequency alignment tools is music. I have playlists that match certain frequencies like abundance, embodiment, sensuality, and power. For instance, one of my favorite songs to play while visualizing my day and future is the Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter. I dare you to listen to that and not feel like a magical wizard who can create anything. Music shifts my state super fast. I use it to code my nervous system. I also use it when I want to access my deep, authentic wisdom or gain clarity on something because music is a direct path to the heart. And that's where all of your answers live. Something else that really works for me is speaking or writing my truth. Whether it's journaling, voice noting myself, or just posting something super raw and real online, truth is magnetic. When I'm in resistance or doubt, I find the fear underneath and I speak through it. Another one of my faves is actually given to me by my spirit team one day in a meditation, and that's to take regular embodiment walks. So, walking with no agenda, feeling my body move, breathing deeply, letting nature remind me of who I am and what I'm made of. This always reconnects me to myself. I've started calling them my priestess walks. Basically, my time embodying my most authentic, badass, magnetic version of myself. This next one is a non negotiable, and it's called frequency boundaries. If something feels heavy, draining, or forced, I pause. I protect my energetic field because not everything deserves a response. Not every opportunity is aligned just because it looks sparkly and shiny. I protect my energy and my awareness. I don't hand over the power to the media or other people's agendas. I don't watch the news. I intentionally select what I'm giving my attention to because I know that what I consume is going to impact my frequency. And last but certainly not least, sisterhood and support. I surround myself with women who live in their integrity with their energy and who remind me who I am when I forget, who celebrate my frequency more than my performance or productivity. And that kind of reflection is everything. These aren't hacks, these are anchors. When your frequency leads, your life is going to follow. And just to be clear, I'm still learning this every single day. I do not have it all figured out. Some days I'm in alignment, other days I totally fall out of it. I have moments where I will doubt, where I contract, where I completely forget who I am. But the difference now is that I embody this truth. I believe it in my bones. And because of that, I always remember that I have the power to shift, that I can return to the frequency that feels like home to me. So, to end this first powerful episode together, I just want to say, you are the frequency. You are the magic. You are the portal to everything that you want. And if this episode resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe, if you would share it with someone who needs to hear it, and leave a review. That will help this podcast reach more women who are ready to remember and rise into the feminine leader they were born to be. And if you're feeling the call to go deeper, I invite you to check out my newest voice activation series. It's called Coming Home to Her. It's a powerful 7-day audio experience to help you reconnect with your feminine essence, your truth, your wholeness. You can grab the link in the show notes. Also, come find me on Instagram. That's where I like to hang out. Tell me what landed for you. I would love to hear your reflections. Until next time, sister, you're not behind, you're right on time. So keep going. The world needs your light. Thank you for being here, beautiful soul. If this episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to pass it along to another woman who might need these words today. And if you feel called, it would mean so much if you would take a moment to rate and review this podcast. It's one of the best ways to support this work and help these messages reach more women who are ready to remember who they are. And if you'd like to stay connected or share what's landing for you, come find me over on Instagram. I'd love to meet you there. Until next time, keep trusting your rhythm, keep honoring your voice, and keep becoming the woman you were always meant to be.